Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do my first impression on the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I heard that this is very comparable to the Beauty Blender, so I'm going to try it out for you guys today and give you my thoughts on it. At Ulta, they had either you could get the one sponge or you could get two. This one was $5.99. So it's about $15 cheaper than the Beauty Blender. First impression, just squeezing them both. This one does feel a little bit more dense. This one's a little bit more of a pillowy texture. I'm gonna go run this under some water real quick. So I did just dampen the sponge and it does feel, now it feels a little bit more like the Beauty Blender when the Beauty Blender isn't wet. I'm just going to start out by using my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer. Just looks like that. This is my favorite primer. And then for foundation recently, I've really been loving mixing my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in 127 and my Born This Way by Too Faced in light beige. I just feel like this just gives me the coverage that I'm looking for as well. So I just shake both of them up and put a pump of each on my hand. Just looks like that. And I'm just going to blend those together on my hand. I'm just going to dot this all over my face to start out with. And then I'm just going to take the flat edge of the Real Techniques sponge and just start to pat that in. First impression, it doesn't really blend out as well as the Beauty Blender does, but it's doing better than other sponges that I have tried. I feel like I'm like punching myself in the face with this because it's kind of hard to blend the stuff out. And I feel like it's not as pillowy of a texture as the Beauty Blender is. But it is blending out pretty nicely. It's just a little hard to work with, in my opinion. Okay, so first thoughts is probably very comparable to the Beauty Blender, but I would still pick my Beauty Blender. So now I'm going to try to blend out my concealer under my eyes. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. So I'm just going to put a pump of that on my hand and put it under my eyes to highlight. See how well this blends for highlighting. I'm also just going to put some on my lids because I'm going to prime for my eyeshadow. So now taking the pointy end, I'm going to blend that out. I feel like this is blending out my concealer a lot easier than my foundation. It might just be because of the consistency of the concealer with the sponge, or maybe my foundations didn't mix well with the sponge. But overall, I think my concealer blended out really nicely with this. So I do really like it for concealer. I like it for foundation too. I just prefer my Beauty Blender over this, but if you can't afford the Beauty Blender, this is a really good alternative. It's almost just as good. It's $5. You can't beat that price. Like, well, you can if it was free, but you're not gonna get free products, so. Yeah, so I think my skin looks really good with this sponge. So I'm just using my MAC Pro Longwear powder in medium to set the foundation. Just lightly going over that. that blended out really nice. I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I will be back to give you my full opinion on the sponge. So if you've tried this sponge, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts on it were. My thoughts, I really do like it. I think I'm going to stick to my beauty blender though for now. It is a very good dupe for the beauty blender. If you can't afford the beauty blender, I would definitely suggest trying this out if you're looking for a good sponge, because I've tried a couple from Ulta that were terrible, and this really did blend my foundation out very nicely. I wasn't a fan of it at first, but then it grew on me and I really started to like it. So let me know your thoughts below if you've tried it previously, and make sure to like and subscribe to the video to see more, and I will see you guys soon.